and I'm excited to do it with those guys around me, like KJ, XT, all those guys that have came back as well. So I'm super excited.
Did you talk to Jackson Carmen much about how difficult it is, and did that play into your decision at all?
I definitely talked to Jackson. He just told me, just be smart with my decision. It's definitely, a big transition going in there. I think that I wanted another year here at Clemson too, just to be around this group of guys, the coaches, and to continue to grow as a man. So that played in the decision as well.
Seems like your decision would have been made the same no matter what. But in your experience, do you feel like the fact that guys can make a little money off NIL makes that decision a little easier? You don't have to make that sort of immediate business decision because there's maybe some opportunities to make that work at the college level now too?
Yeah, I definitely think NIL, has a big say-so in a lot of guys' decision. I think NIL has been a great thing. So, it necessarily didn't play in my decision, but I know, like, for a lot of guys around the country, NIL probably would, play big in their decision for sure.
You mentioned wanting to change the narrative coming off of last season. Is that kind of how you feel like the whole team feels?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, all the coaches have been saying there's kind of a different vibe about this team. I think, last year, we obviously appreciated every win, but I think last year we found a different meaning and a true meaning to, really being appreciative of everything. So I think, this team, isn't chancing anything, isn't taking anything for granted. So I think, everybody's been ready to work, kind of had their head down, and I think we're ready to go.
Probably speaks volumes that you're coming off a 10-win season. You're like, I got to change that narrative, man.
I know. It's just, it's 10 wins is a big accomplishment, and I don't take that for granted. But, I think Clemson, in the past has, won national championships, been in those playoff games, and I think that's kind of, where we want to be at the end of every year, to give ourselves a chance to win those big games. And, since we weren't able to do that last year, it kind of was a different feeling, a feeling I didn't like.
Can you elaborate just on the vibe being different? What exactly do you mean?
Yeah, I think everybody is, super locked in. Everybody's focused. Everybody, I got so many people calling me, wanting to watch film, wanting to get in any kind of work they can. Guys just wanting things to be different as far as, really being appreciative. I think that's the biggest thing, just kind of appreciating spring practices, appreciating the weight room, and taking advantage of everything.
Along those lines, going to a Cheez-It Bowl, great.
Right.
But it's different than a college football
Absolutely.
playoff. It's different than, winning an ACC championship, playing for an ACC championship. Is there that mindset that, hey, we love what we got last year,
Yeah.
but there's other things out there we would like to get back?
Absolutely. I don't want to. Once again, we won 10 games, which is great.
Sure.
But I think it's been known that the ACC runs through Clemson. So we got to get back there. And I think we get to the ACC Championship, win that game. That gives us a chance to get back to the playoffs, ultimately where we want to be, and compete, be able to compete for a natty.
When you look at the offense, was it more sophisticated than just the injuries as to why there was so much ineffectiveness throughout the year? Because you go back and looked at it a little bit.
Yeah.
What did you see besides the injuries?
Right. Definitely can't blame it all on injuries. I think. Well, I know for a fact as an offensive line, we didn't do our part early on, and just playing musical chairs, different things like that, not being on the same page, But I think injuries just had so much to do with it. You never knew who's available for that week. And just not being able to build cohesion and get comfortable with everybody, which is big on offense. So, I would say injuries played just a huge part in everything that went on last year.
And I'm watching XT work out behind you after a practice. We've seen videos of him with private coaches. DJ goes out to Texas. Are you proud that guys are kind of taking it on their own to get better and putting in the extra work?
Yeah, I think that just kind of shows you the mindset of this team. Everybody, wants to be great, wants to be better. 2 high-profile guys. XT, a guy who's definitely going to play in the NFL, still getting work after practice, as if he was a young guy. So I think that just speaks volume. And I think that tells you, where we want to go as a team and where this program, wants to go.
Pardon me for my biases, but what went into your decision to come back here and give it one more round?
Yeah, just not being, I guess, kind of projected where I wanted to be for the next level. I think, I know for a fact that I had some unfinished business as far as in this team, as far as last year, how last year went, and I think we wanted to build on those 10 wins and win more. And ultimately, Clemson's a place where you can grow as a man, and ultimately, I feel like I wanted to come back and continue to grow as a man around people like Coach Sweeney, around coaches like Thomas Austin, Jeff Davis, be around those great people and continue to grow.
What has Thomas Austin been like?
Yeah, he's great. Being that he's played in the NFL, he's been where I want to go. So I think he's brought a new demeanor. He's kind of, I don't want to say laid back, but it's a super comfortable room. I feel like I can go to him for anything if need be, and I'm excited for the kind of vibe he's bringing to the offensive line.
What do you think the battles will be like with that defensive line on the other side? Y'all got a pretty good unit.
Yeah, we got a very good unit, but I'm always excited to go against guys like KJ, Justin Masco, Miles, XT, all those inside guys. So I think it's only going to make us better, going against those guys every single day, especially young guys. Like, it'll be tough for them early on. They'll get beat up, but the only way for us to get better is to learn from those mistakes. So I'm super excited each and every day to come out here and go against those guys. So I think it'll be fun, but it'll definitely be a challenge.
I remember 2 penalties on you last year. Did you end up with any?
I don't know if I had any holding penalties. I know I was offsides once or twice maybe, but I try not to get any penalties. I think that'll help the offense a lot if I stay out of the way, so.
Just good at hiding it, right?
Yeah, I try to hide as best as I can,
Anybody else?